You know that feeling when you just need one simple public document and you end up clicking through this endless maze of dead-end government websites or worse, hitting a paywall? Yeah, it's a massive headache. Whether you're doing some genealogical digging, running a quick background check, or researching a property's history, accessing court records really should be straightforward. But it's often, well, incredibly frustrating. Well, you are in exactly the right place. Today we're diving into this explainer, and I'm going to give you a super clear, step-by-step guide to finding Guadalupe County court records online and doing it completely for free. Now, to start off, we gotta address the absolute biggest roadblock researchers hit right out of the gate. Seriously, you might spend hours plugging a name into a database, getting literally zero results, and just assume the record doesn't exist. But the real problem? You might actually be searching in the completely wrong state. It's kind of funny, but mostly just a huge, frustrating trap specific to Guadalupe County, and it is exactly what we're going to untangle today. Here is a quick look at our roadmap for this explainer. First, understanding court records basics. Second, navigating Guadalupe County systems. Third, step-by-step online search. Fourth, search tips and real examples. Fifth, privacy and legal considerations. And finally, the conclusion and legal disclaimer. Let's get to it. Section 1. Understanding court records basics. So what exactly are we looking for? By definition, court records are those official documents kept by court clerks. We're talking about everything from civil lawsuits and criminal prosecutions right down to probate issues and property deeds. The key thing to remember here is that you have a fundamental public right to access these. But, and this is a big but, they aren't just dumped into some giant, easily searchable Google folder. They are highly organized based on really strict legal and statutory frameworks. Basically, if you don't understand the framework, you're not going to find the file. Section 2. Navigating Guadalupe County systems. Okay, here is the big twist. There are actually two completely different Guadalupe counties in the U.S. Yep, we've got Guadalupe County, Texas, located in Seguin, and Guadalupe County, New Mexico, over in Santa Rosa. If you're hunting for a property deed in Texas, but you accidentally stumbled onto the New Mexico portal, well, you're never going to find it. Texas uses what's called a bifurcated system, meaning records are split between different clerks, and they rely heavily on a portal by Tyler Technologies. New Mexico? Totally different vibe. They use a highly centralized state judiciary system. So, absolutely step 1, you must know which geographical and digital jurisdiction you need before you type a single search query. Let's zoom in on Texas for a second. The crucial thing here is that bifurcation I just mentioned. In Guadalupe County, Texas, the judicial labor is literally divided in half. The district clerk, currently Linda Belk, handles the heavy hitters, right? Things like felony criminal cases, family law, and divorces. But if you need misdemeanor records, probate documents, or property deeds, you actually have to go through the county clerk, Teresa Keel. Knowing exactly which clerk has custody of the specific record type you're after is literally the secret password to unlocking the Texas system. And honestly, this brilliantly highlights the contrast with New Mexico. Over in Guadalupe County, New Mexico, officials are operating in a totally different reality. Things are seamlessly managed through one unified state administrative system. Their 4th Judicial District Court and the Magistrate Court records, they're all integrated. You don't have to play guessing games about which clerk holds which criminal file, because the state judiciary database brings the whole shebang under one roof. Section 3. Step-by-step online search. All right, if you're searching in Texas, here is your actual step-by-step playbook. Step 1. Navigate straight to the Tyler Technologies public access portal for Guadalupe County. The best part here? It is completely free, no login required. Step 2. Choose your database. Remember that bifurcated system? This is where you actually select civil, family, probate, or criminal. Step 3. Enter your search parameters. But be super careful here. The interface uses really strict constraints. For example, if you're searching by a party's name, the last name is a mandatory field. It's got this bold red label. You can't just guess or use partials. You really need precise data. Now, let's shift gears to New Mexico. Step 1. Head over to the NM Case Lookup portal. Step 2. Honestly, just enjoy the simplicity. Because of their centralized system, you use one unified search interface that pulls from district, magistrate, and municipal courts all at the exact same time. Step 3. Just search by name or case number. There are absolutely zero registration fees, no subscriptions, and no weird identity verification required to just view the standard dockets. It is incredibly efficient. Section 4. Search tips and real examples. Okay, grab your notepad because here is a rapid-fire checklist of insider tips to level up your search strategy. First off, watch your query formatting. Computers take things very literally. As we mentioned, in Texas, that last name is an absolute must. Also, if you're doing broader Texas research, you'll definitely want to check out ResearchTX, which is this massive statewide warehouse for e-file documents. Now, here is a real golden nugget. Looking for older Texas land records? That modern Tyler portal is not going to help you. You actually need to use the historical co-file quick links portal for anything pre-1970. Oh, and finally, if you ever need physical copies mailed to you in New Mexico, they are super affordable. It's a statutory fee of literally just 35 cents per page. To really lock this in, let's walk through a quick hypothetical. Let's say you're researching your grandfather's estate in Texas. Scenario A, you need his original property deed from, say, 1955. Don't even bother wasting your time on the modern portals. You're going to want to go straight to the co-file quick links portal because they have digitized index books dating all the way back to 1832. Now, scenario B, you're looking up a modern civil dispute from just last year. For that one, you'd use the Tyler Technologies portal or ResearchTX. Applying the right digital tool to the right era is literally going to save you hours of frustration. Section 5. Privacy and Legal Considerations. Now, it is absolutely paramount that we respect state privacy laws and only use this data for lawful purposes. In New Mexico, for example, access is largely governed by the Inspection of Public Records Act, or IPRA for short. Also, a quick reminder, while you're out there searching for information on others, don't forget to safeguard your own personal data when you're accessing or downloading files on these public networks. And lastly, while viewing these dockets online is totally free, remember that if you ever need an official, physically stamped, certified document for an actual legal proceeding, both states will charge a small statutory clerical fee. It's usually about $5 per document in Texas or $1.50 over in New Mexico. Section 6. Conclusion and Legal Disclaimer. So, to truly master the search, it all comes down to 3 main pillars. First, verify your state. Please don't mix up Texas and New Mexico. Second, select the correct clerk or portal. Keep in mind Texas's bifurcated system versus New Mexico's centralized one. And third, apply the right search constraints and use the right portals for the right era. Co-file for history, Tyler for modern cases. If you followed this structure, the public record is completely open to you. Now, just a quick but very necessary point of order before we finish up. This explainer is for informational purposes only and should absolutely not be considered formal legal advice. Court records can get legally complex really fast, so please, always consult a qualified legal professional for any specific legal concerns or actions you plan to take based on the records you find. And with that, we wrap up our guide. You now have a complete, structured toolkit to bypass those annoying paywalls and navigate the government databases of Guadalupe County like an absolute pro. So, I'll leave you with this. Now that you hold the keys to the public record, what hidden history are you going to uncover first? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Get out there and happy researching.